Hey everyone, welcome back to The Beat Presents. I'm your host, Cyndi Harder, and sitting with us today is the ska punk band Murder by Scooter.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Well, she was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Did it make sense not to live for fun? Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to say, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You think it's cold now, wait till you get older. But the radio men beg to differ, judging by the hole in your satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself. And we all could use some change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Did it make sense not to live for fun? Your head gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to say, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hey guys, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good,
Doing
good.
well.
So where did the name Murder by Scooter come from?
Oh God, I knew that was going to be the very first question.
We don't really know entirely.
I have a big list of band names and song names like in my iPhone. I just kind of come up with them, and like I had a band in high school called Project Apocalypse, so you can kind of get the idea where this band name came from. But I don't know. We originally started out as a No Doubt cover band, and then afterwards, me and Dan had some songs that we had written together. And I said to these guys after the cover show, do you guys want to be a band? They were like, yeah. And then from there on, I just started calling us Murder by Scooter, and then it just stuck. So yeah, and it was pretty weird band name. But,
The origin of the name is unknown.
Yeah.
But it was probably in his phone.
Okay,
Yeah, it
'cause
probably was.
I read somewhere that it was that you guys had all witnessed
Oh,
a murder by Scooter.
that is
Is that not
that's
true?
our Facebook biography,
Okay.
which is a joke.
Yeah.
We did not witness
Witness.
a crime involving
Okay.
a scooter and form a band out of group therapy. That's not what
I
happened.
didn't even know that.
Imagine
That's
if
news to
it,
me.
yeah, it's on our Facebook page.
So how did you guys So you guys started doing a No Doubt cover band, and then you started to work together as a band. When did you start doing that?
When?
Yeah.
We were sophomores.
Yeah, it was
Fall of
fall
sophomore
semester
year.
sophomore year.
So I guess that was
So-
2011.
2011.
What? No, 12.
no,
11. Damn, what?
Yeah.
11. No.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago around.
Yeah, we've been together
And
about 2
since
years.
then, you guys have come out with EPs. You've been doing shows at colleges, different venues, and you released your first full-length album last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How was that? What was going into that when you guys
Stressful.
were doing that?
a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of late nights in the studio, just pounding it out.
I firmly believe that I worked more on that album than I did academically that semester.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. But it's 12 tracks, and we did it. We started it in October of our junior year. So that was, 2013, or 2012. And then we finished it in May of 2013. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
And what have you guys been doing since finishing that?
Just playing shows, just trying to get it out. I mean, we have some new material, but for the most part, I think we're just trying to promote the album a lot more, and
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys, I hear, are playing Culture Shock this year.
We don't. We should be. They got back to us and said that we should be doing that because we asked for a side stage slot.
Yeah.
And they were already thinking of us. It turns out. So
Awesome. How do you feel about that? being
that's
up there?
exciting.
Yeah.
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 Main stage in the studio is really a nice venue to play at. It's one of the bigger stages we played on, so it's good sound. Yeah, and I think it's Culture Shock, so we'll probably have a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're also doing another show at another college that weekend too. So it's like just campuses.
How
for the most
do
part.
you think playing at Purchase compares to playing at other schools, other colleges around?
Actually, I think Purchase is like a lot more open to shows, and like we often get like better turnouts here. We've played down in Philadelphia. We've played in Connecticut. We're playing in upstate New York. Like we played around, but I think Purchase has like a really good just community for music.
People are more willing to dance here too.
I think that has to do with maybe people drinking also. Just
Well,
like,
yeah,
like-
but like
So fun.
you go like in the New England region, and we've played like venues like the Space and stuff where it's a lot of like it's like an all ages venue, so there's a lot of like high school kids there who are sort of like into like is it the post hardcore scene?
Yeah,
It's like all the
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
so they don't
punk
really
scene.
move, they don't really dance. I mean, they still appreciate the music, but
Yeah.
They're not as comfortable getting into it.
People here are they're more comfortable getting like wild, I guess, at
Yeah.
shows.
And maybe there's also a chance that they've heard us play here before because we've
True,
played
yeah.
quite a few
Yeah.
shows at Purchase. So
But I think overall, like we played at the University of New Haven one time, and my buddy runs the event, like he runs the shows there. And he was saying like Purchase is great for like bands and stuff like that. We don't get nearly the turnout that that you guys get at Purchase or anything like that. Like bands at UNH, like it's a struggle for them to get an audience and everything like that. But Purchase is like very open to.
I think it also has to do with the fact that we have a music conservatory
For sure.
here. So people know people, they appreciate it more, and everyone here has that mindset, like they're into the arts, they're
Yeah.
into music,
Yeah, well, I
which is
think
great.
We're just a really liberal school and like really open to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So,
What would, for each of you, what would your dream Culture Shock lineup be? If you could have one person come to Culture Shock of any time, who would it be?
like headlining. Damn. Realistically or like
Anyone,
okay.
Anybody ever?
Living or dead?
living or dead.
No, I'm just.
Living or dead.
That
Living
was
or
just
dead.
that opens the spectrum.
I mean, personally, I know it's a toss-up because I grew up listening to a lot of like progressive rock, and
I know where this is going.
and I mean, it would be super cool if like Rush came or like Coheed and Cambria, the new prog guys. But I'm also into a lot of like pop punk stuff personally. Max Bemis, Say Anything, is like one of my like musical idols, so to speak. So that would be really cool, ideally. What about you?
Yeah. Can you go first?
Yeah, I think I would love if 4 Year Strong came. That'd be really cool. I missed them at like Warped a couple years ago, and I've never seen them, so like really want to see them pretty bad because they influence me a lot.
Definitely.
Well, Pookie?
I would think, I don't want to say the obvious one. So I've been to a couple of...
Would the obvious one be Gwen Stefani?
The obvious one would be No Doubt, obviously. But for like considering Culture Shock and the fact that it's like a campus venue, not like a show for Jessica Carlisi. I think I've been to a couple of Real Big Fish and Goldfinger shows, and they're absolutely nuts and just like so fun, and like it's impossible for people, I think, not to like enjoy
Open
it and
up,
wiggle a little bit. Yeah, like open up. So I think that would be a really cool headliner. Well, they're two bands, but they always play together.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
So where do you guys as a whole, you guys all have your individual artists who you really appreciate and love. Where as a whole do you guys get your inspiration from for your music?
I think No Doubt. So that was really cheesy. We also get pretty influenced by like Weezer.
Yeah.
Weezer as of late a lot, but Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish, Goldfinger, Say Ferris. I don't know.
Smash Mouth.
I mean, we do a lot of covers too.
Yeah.
So, but we like to pick stuff that kind of resonates like within the college community and everything like that,
And
with our generation.
What's fun about doing covers too is that the way we've always done covers is we rearrange them as if they were Murder by Scooter songs.
Yeah.
So we'll take we'll take like 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton and make it like a ska pop punk thing, or we played a Smash Mouth song, stuff that doesn't obviously lean towards ska, but we sort of skew it. So instead of just covering all our favorite ska songs or all our favorite pop punk songs, we like to take even old standards. Like we're working on a Frankie Valli song right now. Yeah. So just making them our own that's fun. Rearranging songs that already exist with like ska and pop punk elements, and reggae sometimes too. It's
reggae,
really fun.
I was gonna say that's like a huge.
Yeah.
I would say it's like almost half of our inspiration, and mine specifically vocally. I listen to a lot of old school and new school reggae, and I don't know. I always tend to gravitate towards reggae.
It has such a positive vibe, as
Yeah.
your guys' music does too.
Yeah, and it's funny because like some of the lyrics to some of our stuff is like not positive at all, but like
It's one of the beautiful ironies of the band.
Yeah, but like the arrangement and the way we play it, I guess, is just really fun and energetic, regardless of the tone of the song.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like a lot of our songs are really either ska punk or like reggae rock, and like I said, that that's the bands that we listen to are really like Weezer, No Doubt, Less Than Jake, anything in that realm. So
Cool. Mm-hmm. And what's it like for you being the only girl in this band?
Sean's for you? No. That's so bad. Sorry.
That was pretty classic, actually. Like, well timed.
What's it like for me being the only girl? I not to be like say the cliche thing, but like I hang out with a lot of guys anyway, and I tend to just get along better with dudes, and like I don't even remember how I met you guys, but
I think it was like the No Doubt cover
Yeah.
band.
We knew
Our
each other.
original drummer brought us all together.
Yeah.
And then he's gone now. Now we got Joe. But yeah, Joe's rocking it. But yeah, I can honestly say if it wasn't for Jess, if there was like 6 dudes, I would go bonkers.
I would agree. I think you need a little bit of balance.
Yeah, well, it's funny
Yeah.
because there's a lot of like 6-piece, 7-piece ska bands that are like all dudes and everything. I don't know how they do it. I'd go crazy.
they all have wives
This is true.
or
Yeah.
girlfriends.
It's also nice to get a female voice singing that because you have such like a strong voice.
She's got a
so
killer
it, yeah,
voice.
so it has that nice contrast with the rest of the band. but also fits in very well.
Yeah, one of my biggest influences is Paramore, Hayley Williams.
Hayley Williams.
Obviously. And
perfect.
Yeah,
She's the best.
she's perfect. She's beautiful, and no, she just has this like really punchy voice, and I tend to do that. I actually like when I was younger and like singing growing up, I wasn't into like ska or reggae really. I probably didn't know what that was when I was young, but like. Believe it or not, full disclosure, I was into like the pop girls, like Christina Aguilera and stuff.
She still has a powerful voice.
Yeah, she totally does.
sure.
She totally does. Yeah. So it's interesting. I know this isn't really answering your question anymore, but it's interesting how that's shaped my voice now, and how being so into ska and reggae now has just changed the dynamic of the whole band, and all of us coming together with our different influences and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were genuinely into like ska or reggae coming in.
Never thought I would be in a ska band.
I didn't
Yeah,
either. None of us did, honestly. So it's funny how we ended up here. And,
What do you guys plan on doing after you graduate?
That's the big question right now. We all kind of live in our own like corners and everything like that. We all have, Sox lives in Virginia. These two live in upstate New York. These two live in Queens. I live in Connecticut. So like we're all like we're not very far from each other, but I guess we're like an hour drive. But like Dan and Joe are like way upstate, and so
Where upstate?
I'm from Syracuse.
Okay.
And Joe's from Albany.
I'm from Albany too. Cool.
But yeah, we're still like trying to decide what's gonna happen. I really want to keep it going just because we've like built it up from nothing, and at this point it's like a business, and I really want to. I don't want to like give up on it so easy.
Yeah, and you guys are doing such a great job. So I full support from everyone here.
We got
keep
invited,
going with it.
Yeah, thanks. We got invited to a ska festival over the summer called the Backyard Campout, and there's going to be some great bands there and everything. So hopefully, we'll stick together and
Definitely, you should. And if you love to do it, why not? So.
Yeah, and it would be interesting to see what it's like after we're not like doing uni stuff anymore, because I'm sure all these guys feel the same way. Like it would be one thing to focus solely on Murder by Scooter. It would be another thing. It is another thing currently to just be juggling like homework and a job and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I mean, that's the tough part, the whole career, thing, and like working up once you get out of undergrad is, it compromises some things.
Mm-hmm.
But if whatever happens, me speaking personally, like playing in a band in college was like one of the best experiences I'll ever have, in that it like really like made me a better musician, and especially playing with a band that plays so many shows. Like we're lucky enough to be getting a lot of shows on campus and off campus on other college campuses. That exposure forces you to sort of better yourself. So whatever happens, I took something away from this, so.
Definitely. So we wish you the best of luck with everything you're doing.
Thanks.
Keep us updated on any shows. Do you guys have a website where people can check out?
We have a Bandcamp right now.
Bandcamp?
Yeah, and we have a Facebook too where you can check. We post, shows and stuff like that.
Weird statuses, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Is your Bandcamp just under Murder by Scooter?
Yeah, murderbyscooter.bandcamp.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the
Thanks.
show. You guys did an amazing
Thanks
job.
for having us.
So check them out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Cool.
We're Murdered by Scooter. This song is called The Prolonged Promise.
It's been a long time coming now. I got the
Next song is called Just Maybe.